Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. I'm your host, John McNeil. With me, I have Jeffrey McIntosh and Kevin Civils. We have a lot to talk about. We have Mr. Brady, the Brady situation. We have some NFL news. But first, I have to say on my show, I'm sad to see the loss of one of the greatest NFL quarterbacks of all time, Kenny the Snake Stabler. All of Raider Nation, I know you guys must be in mourning. He was one of the best quarterbacks, and I'm surprised he's not in the Hall of Fame. So you know what? Put him in the Hall because that's where he belongs. Mm-hmm. Now we have NFL training camps opening up this week, but the big news is Tom Ray Nathan Brady.
Ray Nathan,
man, Mr. Brady.
You gotta leave now. I took care of him.
They finally, upheld the decision for him to have his 4-game suspension.
Right.
Now, Brother Civils, you said it should have been 16 and stick it to him. And then they would reduce
it back.
Yeah. I agree with that, because if the man been cheating
for the whole
season, why not? Hey, you want to cheat for the whole season? You suspended for the whole season. Fight it in court, reduce the thing to 4 or 5,
where
whatever,
you really wanted
whatever they, do it like that. Thoughts on Mr. Ray Nathan and his cheating behind?
No thoughts.
You don't think no thoughts on him? You think that, first of all, do you think that the decision was right for him to uphold it and not to reduce it? Or
I think it was right to uphold it. It was a great decision by Roger Goodell. It really was, because it's holding Tom Brady to a higher standard, forcing other people to be a higher standard, a certain thing. This may not have been like a domestic thing, but this is the sanctity of football.
Integrity of the game. You're doing things during the game that's affecting the game. And for what I remember, the Indianapolis Colts is the first ones to say something about this. So if
they said something about that during the season.
Yeah, if the other team is noticing it, duh. How do you think that because this affects the legacy of Ray Nathan. How do you think this affects
keep on saying that?
Yes, I'm going to.
You're going to say it all
because it you know why? Because it breaks my heart.
Where's the fantasy? I want Ray Nathan.
It breaks my heart because on my own show, I said that Tom Brady was the best quarterback ever.
I never thought that. He's in the best system ever.
But can you say that for all these quarterbacks? Just about.
I say what? When he hurt his ankle, foot, and knee, whatever he did that season.
Castle came in.
The backup went 11-5 in that system. Mm-hmm. So it's not the quarterback.
All these quarterbacks are system quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. Except Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the greatest quarterback now.
You heard that? It's true?
Mm-hmm. It is true. He is the best quarterback in this league.
Simply because I want to keep my mic on, we're not going to comment on that.
Yes.
Please move on.
We will move on. I like his character, Russell Wilson's character. But do you think, now this is like what? How many incidents have the Patriots had? The cheating and the spying and now the Blakegate but they keep winning. They keep winning.
But you notice that anytime that they are deep in the playoffs or to the Super Bowl, there's always something that comes behind it. Some question about how did they get there and everything else under the sun. But when they're on the up and up, they can't get past those first couple of rounds.
Yeah.
Nope. Let's say the first Super Bowl was the Tuck rule.
That was the Tuck, 2001. And that was, when they was Patriots now and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. It's a tough thing for me because I actually thought that Brady was one of those guys, and he did something wrong. Now, is he going to own up to it?
No,
is he going to just say, you know what, come out and be like, my bad?
He's not. They say they're going to fight it. But see, if I was an NFL player, and I'm sitting up here and the union is going in to fight for him, I'm like, wait, he cheated against me. Why are you representing him?
That's what
killing me.
See, that's a question. How will the union fight? Will they fight aggressively or not?
This is going to be very.
That's going to be.
They said they were going to fight aggressively, along with aside his attorneys. They're going to fight this aggressively because they don't think that it's fair. And I'm like, wait.
He cheated,
and more likely been cheating for a long time.
But like what you always say, Brother Civils, is that you're doing something here, but something else is going on, and I feel like that's what them Patriots could be doing. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, keep talking about this. Oh yeah, and look at Belichick like, yep, okay, now we're gonna figure out another way to do something because
that's right. The hand is quicker than the eye.
Exactly. It's crazy when you want to say the Patriots, the Belichick, and all these things keep coming up.
Like Don Shula said, like I told the guy today, if the greatest coach ever, Don Shula, sit up there, and as soon as you mention that, when you mention the Patriots, he said, who? Belichick? You know there's something wrong.
I wonder what the late Tom Landry would have said.
Well, we probably would have said the same thing.
He probably would have said, well, I wouldn't run my program that way.
I think Tom Landry was a very sad person.
He probably would have said that.
Him and Lombardi.
I wouldn't have run my program that way. So how do you think that this is going to affect the New England Patriots these first 4 games? Not having Brady.
Belichick said, "Move on to the next." He never sit there and dwell on the what ifs and everything else.
So it's going to be Garoppolo or Matt Flynn. Going to be the quarterbacks.
And believe it or not, they're going to be ready to play.
They're going to be ready.
Yep. They're going to be ready to play.
And unfortunately, they are going to miss the Dallas game. I was hoping Brady. I didn't like that part because I want my Cowboys to stomp the Patriots because I don't think Brady's ever lost to the Cowboys, and if this holds up, they probably never will.
Brady beating the defense that we have now because Romo drove down the field and had the team in good position, and the defense, as you call it, the Olay defense.
Olay that defense.
Just let them right on down the field and win.
Olay!
That's exactly what they did.
And Romo drove down the field and gave them their go-ahead touchdown.
To all you Patriots fans, I hate to tell y'all that y'all gonna miss your general for the first 4 games of the season, unless some miracle happens. But you know how Belichick do. He probably gonna find another way to cheat. Because I'm sorry, when you think about those 4 Super Bowls, you barely won,
and they're all tainted.
4 points or less, 5 points or less. You barely won these games. If you're so great, so you know what? Good for y'all. Okay, with the NFL training camps opening up, right quick now, let's do our local teams. We have the Jets. Anything to say about the Jets? Okay.
New coach,
Todd
Bowles.
New way of thinking.
Might do better.
They might do less.
Quarterback may be better.
He may be better.
Might do less.
I think they'll do better.
Yeah, they may. Quarterback.
I think this person.
Well, they got your man, Platypus.
Platypus, yeah. I know. Platypus
what's his real name?
Geno Smith.
I didn't say Platypus. Him.
I think that this coach will have a better relationship with the offensive coordinator. So I think
at least their defense, the Jets' defense, will be real powerful. They was powerful last year. I think they're going to be powerful again.
Buffalo.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be interesting.
Buffalo's going to be fun.
But let's focus on the NFC East. The most, I would say, interesting division in the NFL.
Remember, they say they haven't had a repeat division champion since who the last one to do it was the Eagles when they were winning those back-to-back ones.
But they also had that with the NFC South. Remember Carolina? They won back-to-back, so you never know. The Eagles. McIntosh, you're on deck.
The most interesting team in the NFL.
Eagles?
Yes, because nobody know what they're doing.
Nobody don't know what they're doing. They're stupid don't know what they're doing. That's what it is. You're going to get rid of your...
Like I said, you don't know what they're doing.
Oh, Lord.
Chip Kelly just got a stable of horses because he want them to run that offense like he wants it ran. So it's going to be interesting to see. So he got the workhorse in the backfield.
He got the workhorse. So we're going to find out if that workhorse can work behind that line the way he did last year. Now they got the Marco, the NFL rushing champ. They got Ryan Matthews and Dan Sproles.
They just finished cutting out a running back.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's an open roster spot.
And you got Bradford there.
Yep.
And you got Sam Bradford, always getting hurt. Bradford. So you think the Eagles? You just don't know right now.
As I said to you before, I will say it again. Either we're gonna go up or we're gonna go down.
Straight to the bottom, they will. What about them Deadskins?
RGD, he's supposed to get a starting job.
RG what?
Me.
Three. RG3, Robert Griffin the
They said
third.
he's supposed to be better this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After being dogged by his coach, I hope he comes out better.
I hope he does too. I hope he learn.
I hope that the young man, because he's another one I like.
I don't see no commercial no more, do you?
No, you don't.
But the biggest thing is, I do not think he's going to do as well as expected when he was drafted.
Well,
I still
maybe
don't think so.
maybe
Yeah,
they
I
can
don't
stop
think it
all
was-
that,
I knew
you
it
know,
was
him throwing the ball,
first
him
year.
running the ball, and started handing it off to number 46, Alfred Morris. That would be the key.
The bottom line is the Shanahan's ruined that boy.
Damn.
Shanahan's ruined him. His knee is messed up twice. That same knee, same injury twice. He's never going to be the same.
And he might not be the same.
And
He bet.
I don't think he's that much of a thrower at that either. So
What about the New York Football Giants?
scary.
With
Very
Beckham, Odell Beckham.
No,
Very-
just scary.
They got Victor Cruz back.
It's very, very
Nice
scary.
little running backs.
That's not what scares me. Eli learning the offense.
Yeah,
That's what scares me.
You know
Yeah.
what scared me is this new Geico commercial. Scared the living crap out of me. He was actually funny. He's taking over Peyton's spot now, so Eli is moving up.
He already took over his spot.
And well, he's
took
done the
it.
best. He got a direct TV commercial too.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
And I thought it was
He's a
funny
jerk.
too.
But no, the funniest commercials were the Williams sisters versus the Mannings. Those commercials were classic.
Yeah. I like I said, I'm always scared of the Giants, because they are the only team in the division that has won a Super Bowl this century.
Yeah.
So they've been there, done that. They got the coach, they got the quarterback.
And they always get hot at the right time.
Always they're a tough team, so I always have to give it to them. How about them Dallas Cowboys?
Things are starting to gel. Got to be without Hardy for the first 4 games.
This is gonna be interesting.
And McClain, I think, will be out for the first.
How do you
3 or
feel
4.
that the rookie, the draft pick from a few years ago, Morris Claiborne, is going to do?
He will have to suck it up.
He fighting for his life right now.
Yes, he is. I don't think they're going to cut him.
You want to see him play it out because they want to be like, hey,
it's going to depend.
They're not going to cut him.
they did trade up for him.
They
Yeah.
did trade up for him,
Yeah.
but if he don't play up, I think they're going to let him go. I don't
Well,
think
they didn't pick up his 5th year
Option.
so
Because they're going to let him. It's going to be one of those. It's time for you to put up or shut up. You want to bet on yourself with this last year? Show me what you can do.
this
But
is
I don't
5th
think
year right here.
Yep.
they're gonna-
So that's why I say during training camp, if he don't step up, then
And he can actually do himself a service here by playing for his life.
But the biggest thing is they picked him for a 3-4, and all of a sudden they switched to a 4-3. He's built for the 3-4, not the 4-3.
Well, damn it, man, you better be in them books and
He's
do what
still
you
for
have to
3-4?
do to
Really?
learn your position.
He was better suited for the 3-4 than the 4-3.
he'd be pretty good with Philadelphia then.
It's going to be very interesting how this training camp turns out, and I'm looking forward to it. You guys looking forward to NFL's about to start back up,
October
Hall of
1st for
Fame
us.
game, and
Where's NFL the trading camp thing supposed to be at this year?
Houston, wasn't it?
Is
Where?
it Houston Texans?
Houston or Kansas City, 1 or 2.
what Hall of Fame?
Hard Knocks.
No,
Hard Knocks.
Houston.
Actually, the name forgets me. Is probably one of them loser teams. They ain't gonna win anyway. And folks, that's all the time we have for you. Thank you once again. Peace.